When my two boys were growing up, we played a lot of board games. One Christmas, when the boys were 8 and 10, my husband and I bought them the game Life. But we never got around to playing it because life is such a long game that whenever they would ask, we would have to say, no, it's already 8 o'clock on a school night, pick something else. Then, one summer afternoon, when my husband was at work, the boys and I finally sat down to play it. I had to read the instructions all over again. Right at the beginning of the game, you choose whether to go to college or begin a career right away. Along the way, a spin of the wheel decides whether you'll get married or have children and various other ups and downs. As we played, I watched my children make life choices and found myself judging everything they did. Jack, the 8-year-old, chose to skip college and start a career. He wanted to start making money. He is good with money, and to this day, he always has plenty in his piggy bank. Sam, the 10-year-old, chose college, which relieved me. He was old enough to realize that that is the responsible choice. But poor Sam was terrible with money. Even though he went to college and Jack entered the workforce right away, the cards they got gave Jack a big computer job and Sam became a teacher with limited resources. I watched them drive along in their little plastic cars, deciding what houses to buy, paying taxes, taking vacations. Jack got married. Sam did too. Then Jack had a couple of kids. But Sam kept missing those spaces. As the game wore on, it became clear that Sam was never going to have any children. He was very upset by this. When am I going to have children, he wailed. I want to have kids. Jack has a bigger house than me and 2 kids. It's not fair. At first, I thought it was funny that he was taking the game so seriously. But then I got caught up in it, watching how they dealt with what life handed them. And I started imagining their real lives, their real futures. I suddenly saw the years of suffering and disappointment that are possible for all of us. Sam loves children. What if he never really did have a family? It would break his heart. What if I don't like his wife? I know plenty of people who don't get along with their in-laws. Their futures unfolded before me. Sam and Jack moving out, starting careers, having problems. They'll move to other cities and hardly ever see each other. They could be stumbling, kind of lost, and I wouldn't know about it. How would I help them then? I saw my Sam, my sweet, exuberant Sam, pouring his energy and creativity into a job that doesn't pay very much, coming home to a sparsely furnished condo and just staring at his flat-screen TV. The walls are a drab white. He hasn't even bothered to paint or decorate. His wife is away on business, and he misses her, but at least tonight they won't have a tense discussion about fertility treatments. Maybe he'll play some video games, or maybe he'll realize he needs to do laundry and head out to the laundromat around 8 o'clock. He'll strike up a conversation with who's ever there and make them laugh, because that's how he is. He loves to make people laugh. Then he'll go home to the empty condo. God, I hope he has some plans for the weekend. I saw Jack with his 2 kids in his big house. He has a nice family, and he makes good money, but he works 12 hours a day. His wife is worried about him. They never just relax and have fun anymore. Lately, Jack has been wondering, is this all there is? So he calls up Sam, his brother, who's at the laundromat. Sam picks up his cell, and they have a few good chuckles. They've got to get together soon, they agree, and maybe over Thanksgiving if the airfares aren't too expensive. They hang up. Jack goes down to the basement to check the furnace and wonders why he feels so blue. Oh my God, why did we play this stupid game? We should have just played Yahtzee. My children, my beautiful, happy boys, are going to grow up and be subjected to all manner of drudgery, anxiety, loneliness, regret, not to mention the danger of traffic and boating accidents. And I can't protect them. I can't stop them from making mistakes or being at risk or wondering what the hell they've done with their lives. The game ended. Jack won, a satisfied little millionaire. Sam came in last. That is, he had the least money. I came in second. In my panicky emotional state, I tried to think of something else we could all play together to stave off the despair of their future lives and just take advantage of these golden summertime moments. But the boys were already wrestling over who has to put away the game. Winner cleans up, no, loser does. My reverie snapped, and I began yelling at them to clean it up and take it outside for a while. They shoved the bits back in the box. They had to use the bathroom. They ran upstairs for a magic wand. They got a cape and a Darth Vader mask. They ran outside, and the house got quiet. Playing life reminded me of how little we control. Parenting today is a parade of supervision as we monitor our kids' playtime, their schoolwork, their reading choices, their texts, their outdoor safety, their sports endeavors. And yet, what guarantee does all that control bring? At some point, they'll be on their own. No matter how many sports you made them play, they might become lazy couch potatoes. No matter how you instilled good grooming and style, they could spend their entire adulthood in flip-flops and stubble. No matter how you drill them about auto safety, they could still text and drive. We really don't control that much. And when I thought about that, it filled me with relief rather than panic. Giving up control sounded great to me. All that control is so exhausting, and if it doesn't work anyway, what's the point? I love my children so much more intensely than I ever imagined I could love, and I don't want them hurt. I don't care about a bad test grade or a broken arm. I'm worried about an unhappy marriage, a spinal cord injury, a failed career. To love this deeply is torture. You're so vulnerable. After careening through their futures for 2 hours, I tried to find myself again. I read the mail. I folded laundry. I checked the Weather Channel. Gradually, I returned to the here and now. I started dinner so I could think about chicken cutlets instead of the terror of loving so deeply.